Hello guys, welcome back to another vlog. This is the February vlog of 2022 and you catch me in the middle of a rearrange. These shelves are a little cluttered, but that's not what I'm doing right now. Well, it is actually, but as you can see, there's more clutter down here on the floor and over here and just kind of everywhere. And I'm just going to kind of move some of these shelves or one of these shelves over here and declutter and things like that. Some of this stuff actually might be sold or something. I don't know. I'm a collector. I collect memorabilia from favourite movies and stuff, as you can see. We have things like, I've cut my hand, by the way. We have Buzz Lightyear, Hagrid from Harry Potter, the Chipmunks, Zootopia, Miraculous, Doctor Who. A lot of things. So, you know, a lot of stuff here, not really displayed. I'm going to replace these units eventually, but for now I'm just going to kind of move them around. Have one here and one over there and put some other stuff here. So yeah, looking good. Yep, it's done. It's been a few hours. And I've ate since then, but now everything is a lot neater and tidier and cooler. Although it does look cluttered, but it's organised chaos. It doesn't look like it, but there's actually a lot more space on here now, which is pretty good. And over here, I've got more actual workspace. Again, looks like organised chaos, and it is. Obviously, as time progresses, I'll get a better desk, better everything. More lights, fixtures, and things like that, just to make it look fancier and nicer, and have these nice shelves and things. You know what I mean, right? But right now it looks like that, and it's pretty cool. Got two laptops and my gaming PC in the middle there, and of course that shelf there looks a little less cluttered than it was, and it looks pretty good. Everything's just kind of put where it needs to be, and I have this massive space here to be on VR if I need to, without obviously hitting this shelf, which I'm probably sure I'm going to hit that shelf at some point. But yeah, my little studio is coming together. We're going to be changing the name of the channel at some point, but don't know what it's going to be. And it's going to be the last change, the permanent change. But we're still working on that name. But for now, this is kind of my YouTube sort of studio thing. But yeah, it's not much, but it's mine. So as she lays there and not sitting up because she's too lethargic this morning, I just thought I'd mention that it is Aria's last ever bottle of formula milk. She's not drinking any more after this. After this it will be normal milk, which she won't have that much of, and she'll just basically eat more normal food than she will milk. So, yeah. Pretty cool. So, despite the delays, the episode is pretty much finished, in a finished state at the moment. Jeanette's not exactly in a very flattering pose right there. Can't believe I'm not clicked on the app, but yeah, the Munkcast is pretty much finished, and by the time you're watching this vlog, this episode would have been out, and perhaps a couple more since this one. This is episode 6, but yeah, everything's good. Just, oh, there we go. It's weird, didn't even click anything. But yeah, moving on. I mean, it's worth mentioning because the episode was delayed so much. Like, it was supposed to come out like a month ago, pretty much, 4 weeks ago. So, yeah, it's just good that it's finally out. Anyway, I'll stop dwelling on it and actually move on. Oh, I guess that works. Okay, so this setup's kind of decent enough, I guess, but it's time to get a bit of an upgrade. I've had this for like a year or two, or a year and a half or something right now. So it's time for a bit of an upgrade, so I'm just gonna look over this way. There we go. Much better, much bigger, much more detailed and crisp. We have a 50-inch 4K HDR TV, I guess, being used as a monitor, and in person it is huge and is perfect for me because I don't know, I just like the big surrounding sort of screen and the immersion of when you just kind of sat there and all you can see is the screen, and the picture quality is absolutely incredible. There's just so much going on for it. I can't even remember all of the bells and whistles that this screen has and what it does. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and I'm gonna have a good time with this. But yeah, I have Spider-Man running, obviously, but I have a baby to look after, so that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So yeah, life basically. Anyway, moving on. Though it does go really well with my 5.1 surround system that is all over the place. There is a middle speaker, but it's behind the TV right there. And it still works, which is good. This is kind of the game I'm playing though at the moment. I'm going to start playing soon. I haven't started playing it yet. It's been out for a while. It's called Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Naomi bought this game and she hasn't finished it yet. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to play it. So yeah, should be good. I hope. I've not heard anything about it. So I'm just going to go in blind, I guess. MCM Comic Con runs in May, generally, in the UK in summer. But it also runs twice a year. And we are going to the second MCM Comic Con. We have decided. The reason for that is in October, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. It is in October. And yes, I know I've got something dangling from the base of this mask. Just disregard that at the moment. But yeah, we are definitely going to Comic Con in October. It's about the 27th or something. It's really expensive, so we've decided, you know what, we're going to save for it. Put some money aside for 8 months and just kind of go. You have to book the tickets and things in advance, but that's fine. But yeah, London MCM Comic Con in October, we'll definitely be going. And the reason we pick that, you know, that time frame, why we don't go to the May one instead, is generally because we've got to get our dog vaccinated and things like that. And it's just it's too soon, and there's a lot of things going on, you know, with having a daughter and just, you know, that kind of thing, that we just can't go, you know, in May. It's too soon. So we decided, you know, 8 months is enough time for us to save money for accommodation and the tickets and getting the dog vaccinated so she can stay in a kennel for 3 days and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. You get the picture. There's a lot to think about in terms of cost, I guess. So as some of you may know, this person here has made claims that everyone who watches the Monkcast and the people who make the Monkcast are all misogynistic, basically saying that we hate women. And I made a whole video about it, but to summarize it, it couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth. Like, I have a partner who is female, I have a daughter who is female, and I don't hate them. I don't think that they are any less of people because they're women. That's absolutely an utterly disgusting accusation to say to someone, okay? And it took a lot of restraint to not kind of be as nasty as she was being in that video. And I understand that she might be doing it for views, probably is, trying to get my attention, you know, my laptop just switched off, but you get it. You can see me in the reflection a little bit. But let me just point something out, okay? First of all, this is my desktop wallpaper. Huge monitor, but it's Britney and the Chipettes. Okay, that's not a coincidence. That's just, I like the Chipettes, so they're on my desktop. And then, yeah, I don't have icons on my desktop, but there we go. Okay, favorite character from Robot Boy, which you just saw on the sidebar because I've been watching episodes. Robot Girl, who is right there, next to my computer all the time. Robot Girl. There's Britney, also a girl. Okay, favorite character from Digimon was Kari, also a girl. Okay, Mew from Pokemon, kind of genderless, but I consider it to be a girl. My favorite character, Miraculous Ladybug. Majority of the characters on there are female. Generally the same character, but yeah. What about all the dollies there? I say dollies. But they're all my favorite characters from Disney films, mostly Rapunzel. But we have Rapunzel there, we have Captain Marvel there, we have Marinette again, let's just ignore those. We've got Lara Croft back there, Wonder Woman. All the characters that I like because I like strong female characters. Independent strong female characters. The big obvious one, we have Vanellope von Schweetz, who I always forget the name of for some reason, but there she is, sitting there. In fact, I can press her stomach.
It looks like a tiny Mr. Litwag.
And she speaks, you know? Going a bit further down, with there's kind of the mask stuff there, and yeah, they are male characters, but that's not beside the point, is it? We have Judy Hopps, we have Lisa Simpson, my favourite character from The Simpsons, and we have, I forget her name, Lola Bunny, there on the floor, female character, one of my favourites. Swing back over here, we have another Lola Bunny up there, female character. Yes, I know it's Darth Vader. We have Bugs Bunny, not on full display, right behind Lola. which, by the way, this was really difficult to find. I'm actually really glad I got this because you can't buy these in the UK, and it was really difficult to get one imported, but I managed it. But yeah, we have the male character taking a back seat. How is that for the sort of anti-misogyny, I guess? Then we have Mew again, taking precedence on this top shelf, which again I'd say is a female character, but it's genderless, so, you know, whatever. But there we go. There's Mew, Mew, and Mew, and I have another Mew upstairs as well. Guys again, and Lego, which doesn't really count. But there we go. Again, because they're on the bottom. I know this is a bit of a mess. This fell over earlier, but all female characters again. We have Merida, my favorite character from, well, that film, I guess. But these are my favorite characters from Disney movies, which, as you can see, though, those three are the same. But you get the idea. And the bottom shelf is just storage. Over here again, we have my favorite character from Sword Art Online, Sinon, who is also a female, as you can see. At least she identifies as a female, you know. And then we have Lola Bunny again over here. You see a lot of recurring Lola Bunnies in this little arrangement. We have Lola Bunny there as well, and Alvin there. But you know, you get the picture. There's the Doctor, the female Doctor, taking precedence over the male Doctors, which are under her. I guess, like I said, position doesn't mean anything. But there we go. There's the Flintstones thing. Wilma is taking precedence over Fred. I don't know. So calling me a misogynist is absolute drivel. It's absolute bull crap. I can't really overstate that anymore, you know? It's absolutely awful, you know? It was upsetting, it was insulting, it was awful. And you might think, well, he's probably just set that up for the vlog. No, this is how it is. Trust me, I don't have the effort to do that for a little vlog segment that barely any people are going to watch anyway, so I wouldn't do that. This is how it is in my room, in this studio, which is half built, you know, a bit of a mess at the moment, because I don't have all of the shelving units that I need, because I have a child and money is tight, you know. But anyway, I won't go into that. So it's absolutely ridiculous to be calling someone like me or anyone on the fandom that kind of thing. There is no such thing as misogyny in 2022. You know, it's ridiculous. I cannot overstate it or understate it. It is ridiculous. But anyway, thanks for listening to me, guys. And we'll move on with the vlog. I'm not dwell on this for too long because that girl has now been in 2 of my videos, which is too many. So having played the first Dying Light, I thought obviously I'd delve into the second Dying Light, and this game is absolutely brilliant, super immersive. I'm only like a little bit into the story. I'm not that super deep into playing the game, but so far from what I've experienced in the open world and everything about just little things going on in the world, like having a funeral right here, right now, this game is unbelievable in its quality and its world building, and just everything about it is just fantastic, which, you know, it's fun to play, and I definitely suggest getting it. It's one of those games that you won't regret, and it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, high praise from me, obviously. And I'm playing it on PS5, although I played the first one on PC. I don't know, I just kind of wanted this one on PS5 for some reason, but yeah, anyway, moving on. So it caught me quite by surprise, but if you guys know, you know, I'm a big fan of Cyberpunk 2077. I was one of the early adopters of it, and one of the few that actually enjoyed it as well, properly enjoyed it, and they actually released the next-gen version of the game, and it looks so much better, and it plays so much better. Everything about it is just how it should have been when it initially released, you know? And that problem that I had with the graying out pieces here on her collar bones have just sort of gone. They fixed that problem. It never was fixed on the PS4 version when I played it, up until they re-released this version of the game. And my character looks a whole lot better as well in this version of the game as well. Although I probably should have moved her into a better location than her apartment here for this segment of the video, because it kind of shines when you're out and about on the street, so you can see all the ray tracing and everything, which was already on the PC version. granted, but you know, it's just good on the PS5 version, especially with, I've got it plugged in at the moment, with, I do anyway because I'm right next to it, with the haptic feedback, which, to be honest, is one of the best I've seen on the PS5. It uses it so well, especially in the cars. When you're driving, you can actually feel it sort of moving up and down under your thumb or finger as you're driving, and it's such a good feeling. It's so like it just uses it. It uses it so well. You can feel the road, you can feel the accelerator in the car and everything. It's just so good. I've got a lot to say about it, and this probably won't be the last time I mention Cyberpunk, but yeah, it's definitely an improvement. And yes, I realise she's not wearing any shoes. So right now, the UK is in the middle of a quite powerful windy storm. There is a red weather warning, and if you go outside, you could get blown onto your back. It's that powerful. Right now, the trees aren't really showing the power of that wind because it's slowed down a little bit for this, well, as I'm filming this, but it does speed up now and again to quite dangerous levels. As you can see, they're kind of tilting to one side ever so slightly as there we go. Not that powerful at this particular point, but trust me, it gets worse and worse. And even our trash cans outside, because we have bins on the outside of the houses in the UK, whatever, they're on wheels, we call them wheelie bins. Well, they've all fell over, and some of them are blown down the street and up into the air. Yeah, so things are going a bit crazy right now, but there is a warning across the country to stay indoors, and Naomi's at work, which is outdoors. Well, she doesn't work outdoors, but she's not in this house, which is kind of concerning, but I'm here with Aria, so at least that's a thing. Anyway, kind of just hamper down, as they say. So the Monkcast is going really well. Yesterday, we released episode 7 of the Monkcast, and it was received pretty well, and everyone liked it, and the nice big cliffhanger at the end of the original, or not the original Chipmunks, but the film Chipmunks coming into it was a big last-minute shocker decision that we decided to add in, just so we could have a bit of a cliffhanger two-parter episode somewhere in the series. And yeah, it went pretty well, and everyone's excited for it. The next episode is actually going to be completely audio because we just don't have the facilities to create 6 more Chipmunks models, you know, character animation models, because we are currently working on season 2 of the Monkcast, which I don't know why the camera's bouncing there, sorry. Because we're working on season 2 and it's in pre-production and everything is going down with it right now. We're creating models, writing scripts, just that kind of thing for season 2, because season 2 is going to be using a completely different animation style that we have been working on now for about 2 or 3 weeks. We've just started doing it, and it is, I can tell you, I can't show you anything, guys, but it is considerably better than what we're doing right now. It's absolutely brilliant, and it's going to make the next season of the Monkcast so much better. There are going to be, again, 10 episodes of the series split into 2 parts, but it's going to be so much, I can't express this enough. I can't get this out enough. It's going to be so much better.
Oh yeah, you can sit here then if you want. Hey! Oh yeah! It's that necklace. Oh yeah! The crown's not straight. Oh yeah! She's like, no, I'm doing it on purpose now.
Yeah, she's had it. I don't want.
Yeah, what's this?
Aria. Your phone in mine.
Seen it.
You know what it is.
Cake smash, more like cake consumption. You sure they're round?
Oh.
Is it on video?
It's going to take you a while.
What do I do?
Stinking. That'd be a bit hard. Don't show your face up when you do that.
Might have my chocolate.
Not enough, or should there be more?
Yeah, I think that'll be enough.
You're like a baby. No, you have dogs. You're not a baby, are you?
So then you're done.
Yeah, there's that blue bag inside.
Pictures.
I'll part into that bag. Let me,
What a waste of this cakey.
Look, you mould it back up and put it back into a thingy. You can mould it back up for her. The bottom piece hasn't ever been touched. Not ever been moved. Look how red it is, pink it is.
Yep, it's been a year since my daughter was born, since I made that video in here saying, oh, someone who doesn't exist yet has the whole life ahead of them and all that kind of stuff. And yes, I know, the dangly thing, just have to ignore it. Yeah, it's been an entire year since my daughter was born, and it's just unbelievable. Now I'm going to look back on this video and think, wow, she's like 20 odd now and that kind of thing. But yeah, she's officially a year old today. She was born at about 9:05 in the morning, on schedule, because she was a cesarean or a C-section baby. So she was born to schedule. And yeah, so at this moment, a year ago, she was still in hospital, because everyone knows who watched my vlogs that she was in hospital for a little bit longer than she should have been, because she had an infection. But yeah, everything is fine now. She's perfectly healthy. As you could see from that video, she was playing with the, got something on my shirt there. She was playing with the cake, because that's like a cake smash. It's kind of like a tradition in my family, where we put them in front of a cake and let them smash it up. And it's just kind of it's symbolic of, you know, aging up, I guess. We don't do it every year. You just do it when you turn 1, obviously. I don't go ahead and start smashing cakes around, but yeah, it's unbelievable to think that an entire year has passed since then. It's unfathomable. It's gone around so quickly. You know, it has been a very long and tough year for us. Very long, very emotional and everything, and so many things have happened behind the scenes. But we fought through it, we got through it, and everything now is perfectly good. So yeah, my daughter is now 1, and she isn't crawling yet, but she's trying to crawl. She does bear weight on her legs, which means we may think she may skip crawling altogether and just walk eventually. That's the theory anyway, apparently. But yeah, anyway, I'll shut up about it now and move on to the next part of the vlog. And yeah, my daughter is 1.
Sticks on.
Yeah, little ones with sticks.
Uncle Christopher's took his time to do them.
Okay.
No, there's puffs there for you somewhere. Here.
I want some of them. Then, yeah, some of them. I'm gonna have some pretzels. No.
Do you want a biscuit?
Yeah, I want a biscuit.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
You want to draw?
Get Ari something.
No.
Right.
Mama, is it?
What's going on? See where she puts it.
Are you sure to put it there?
Yeah.
You're wrong,
Can I have a go?
Mine.
Can I have a go first?
Can I have a go first?
Go first then.
Let me have a go. You already had it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aria. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Hey! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip!
Hooray! Yay!
Oh, I didn't get the third one in. It was yours. It was a.
Jacob,
Mom.
come here.
Hey! What jelly and ice cream? It was the.
Hooray!
It was a. Hooray!
just saw it for it to look back.
Do you want jelly and ice cream?
Yeah.
So I've just gotten back from the hospital because Aria was surprisingly taken in there because she's dehydrated. For the past 2 days, let me explain for a second. For the past 2 days, Aria has been a little bit lethargic, tired, not really being herself, you know, her personality. So we got a little bit concerned. She was due some like follow-up kind of baby tests anyway, like you do when you have a 1-year-old, I guess. And while we were there, we told the hospital, because the hospital is where you go for the tests, that she was being a little bit lethargic and not really being herself. So they took some blood tests, and the blood tests came back that there was a little bit too much salt in her blood or something, and that's what I've been told anyway, and that it's caused her to become dehydrated. So she's in hospital right now with Naomi. I have to come home because of the dog that we own, so I have to look after her because we can't leave her on her own overnight. Excuse me, I find it hard to breathe in these masks. I don't know why I wear this. I'm gonna have to stop wearing them, I think. But yeah, so I've come home, and hopefully it's just going to be an overnight 24-hour thing. So she's only going to be in there for, well, like I said, 24 hours overnight, and then she'll come home tomorrow. So yeah, so it's nothing major or life-threatening. It's just kind of an inconvenience, if anything, and very frustrating, because if you watch my vlogs, you'll know that Aria spent 7.5 weeks when she was born in that very same hospital, one floor below where she is now, because she's obviously she's gone up a floor. So yeah, it's very distressing and very upsetting, I guess, for a parent of a child that was in hospital for so long already. And if you guys in the comments saying I'll get well soon and everything, thanks. I don't know if you are. This vlog takes all of the month up, so by the time this vlog is out, this would have been way in the past, weeks and weeks and weeks ago from when this was uploaded. So she's probably home and fine by the time this video is up.
She knows camera as you shut up.
So as of now, it's been 3 days since, or 4 days almost, I think 3 and a bit, since Aria was taken into hospital. She's fine, fully recovered, absolutely back to normal. Fantastic news, isn't it? Well, as you can see, I'm getting ready to go up there. She's still there. This happened before, when she was trying to come out of hospital when she was first born, you know? They needed to slowly take her off an oxygen thing, which happened. Now they're wanting to slowly take her off the saline drip she's on, which is salt water. And it's just a little bit frustrating, a little bit annoying, and a little bit too familiar, I guess. And we don't like it. It's not great, so, you know. But the most frustrating thing about it, I know she's in the right place and everything, but like I said, the most frustrating thing about it is the fact that I have to walk there every day, and it's like 2 miles. I walk quite fast, so it takes only about half an hour. Yeah, I know. But when I get there, I'm absolutely out of energy, and I sit there and I just get really drowsy, and it's just awful. But I just thought I'd give an update to the vlog that she is back to normal, and I might actually vlog something when I get there, you know, to document the fact that the room that she's in and things like that, whatever, maybe, if I remember. But yeah, ultimately she's fine. We're just kind of waiting for them to discharge her. So she's had so many blood tests. I don't even know how she's got blood left. Anyway, let's get there. So it's the next day, and Aria is still in the hospital. She is coming home tomorrow, so a day later than we thought. She was taken off of her saline IV drip that I said that she was on. I think I mentioned it. Can't remember, but yeah, she's definitely off of that, and everything is back to normal. They just kind of wanted to take some blood samples and things just to kind of figure out why she became dehydrated. The general consensus is that she ate something that didn't agree with her system, or, not to be too vulgar, but she pees too much and releases too much water from her system, and therefore is dehydrating herself. And it's kind of just according to them, a fluke that happens to some children. So she's totally fine, totally healthy, completely back to normal. I was going to vlog in the hospital, but I forgot. I'll try and do it tomorrow because it's her last day, but if I forget, well, I forget. I just thought I'd mention that I got the new Gran Turismo for PS5. Yeah, I am a bit of a racing game kind of fan. Casual, but still, this is the to-go for game apparently. And a lot of people have been raving about it, how good it is, how photorealistic it looks, and just how customizable and realistic cars are and things. And the fact that it takes advantage of the triggers and things, although I will be using my steering wheel for the majority of my playing through on this. I would play it now, but it's late. Like I said, I've been in the hospital all day and I'm tired. So I'm just going to play it for a little bit, test it out, and then play it properly tomorrow after Aria's come home and everything. So yeah, Gran Turismo 7. Well, this is what we had to put up with for the past 4 to 5 days. And it's sitting in this quite intimidating looking hospital room. And there's the outside world over there. And yeah, not exactly the luxurious room that we stopped in when she was a baby. Well, she still is a baby. But yeah, she's right now eating mousse, which I guess in the US you would call that pudding. It's hospital pudding. It's kind of gross. But yeah, it's finally time to say goodbye to this because she's been discharged. And she does have a cannula in her foot, which I won't show. But we're going to get that removed in a second, get her packed up. And I'm going to get a coffee because there's a Costa downstairs. It's a British Starbucks. And go home. So yeah. Just getting a nice documented view of what we've had to put up with and look back on this with kind of anguish, I suppose. And there's actually a play area across there, which is interesting. I have to talk quietly because those walls are really thin. But anyway, this is a children's ward, so yeah, she just farted. And she's still going, and she's still going, and she might actually be doing a number 2. I better deal with that. Oh dear. Oh dear. The beauty of having a child, eh? And finally, after all of that, she is home and looking better than ever, really. And with that and everything back to the status quo, I am actually going to have to call the end of the vlog here because we've actually gone into March. It's March 6th as this is happening. It's kind of gotten a little bit distracting with the whole hospital thing that happened, obviously. So this vlog was a little bit extended and the March vlog will start a week late. But that's for the people who actually care. And yes, I know there's a McDonald's cup right there. Had McDonald's because we haven't been cooking any food. We've been out all day at the hospital, so we just, well, I personally had to order at McDonald's. Not the healthiest thing in the world. In fact, it actually makes me feel pretty bad after I've had it. So I'm probably not going to have any more McDonald's for quite a while. But anyway, that is it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. And if you did like it, leave a like and all the rest of the stuff and comment and subscribe. And yes, I am very tired after everything, so you know what to do. But as for now, until the end of March, vlog over.